Good morning. Hello, Ninja, Fish, Ashmantle, Jex, Frigera, Raka, Lilac, Desert. If I missed anyone, hello, I am sorry. Ashmantle, good morning, everybody. Ninja, hello. What's up? Welcome back to the Heroes International. We are kicking things off pretty on time today with the Curse Hollow map. We are here in the lower bracket. We're here in the lower bracket, which means these are elimination best of fives. Every match from now until Sunday, the last match will be best of fives. Last match being a best of seven. Not sure about the weighting on all of that, but either way, that is going to be the setup. Let's make sure we're hard set to 1080-60 so we don't get any sort of resets. How many matches today? As many as I can do before my family arrives. I will not do all of them, but there are quite a few matches today. There are many matches today. I will do as many until basically I can't. Also, casting, family bringing pizza. So, sorry chat, pizza wins. Anyways, we're getting into Cursed Hollow, map number 1 of Ammonite versus Performance Enhancing Zugs. This is a Korean versus NA matchup, and as I mentioned, we're best of fives in the elimination bracket. Family first, I mean pizza. Exactly. I think Vin Diesel once said something about like you can have anything here as long as it's pizza. Something like that in one of the Fast and Furious movies. Dahaka first pick though. Followed up by a Murden Lucio on the opposing side. Alright, the members of Performance Enhancing Zugs getting a very strong healer in that Lucio for Curse Hollow. A lot of good control. As well as Murden, very controlling as well. Let's see, Dahaka. What else will they pair into the Dahaka? Hanzo's very strong for a map like this. They could look for the double global if they want to go Falstad. That's at least what I'd be thinking about. Also, of course, the Rhaegar is going to be popular, so we're probably looking at some sort of Bloodlust composition to be built, as that's what our Korean players have been really focused on. And will this be a Vala ban? Wait, I thought Hosty was on 30k as a sub. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the answer to that. Hosty played for Pez yesterday. I can tell you that. Hosty played for Performance Enhancing Zugs yesterday, and they had a Zul'jin banned out against them. What's up, Harold? How you doing, bud? Yeah, the bracket also will give you all the, the players on what teams and such. A Hogger ban, interesting, okay. So really making Porky work for that solo lane. I wonder what Porky will go on to. He's gonna grab the Blaze, very strong pickup right there. Bunker, a good utility as well for the team. Twin Flames are good for delaying objectives, as well as the oil slicks as well on top of that. We still need damage, and there's going to be a Tychus. Interesting, okay. What will Hosty go into? We've got this Hosty flex spot. They could look at a Medivh if they really wanted to. It's not like something that I feel this composition typically goes for on the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs, but Hosty could whip out the Medivh if they really feel like this dive burst composition will be terrifying from the side of Ammonite. Diablo banned out. Joanna's still up if they want to just grab Joanna. Garrosh is up as well if they want to run at the face of the enemy. Sylvanas to be paired in with that as well, so really good sustained damage, mobility as well. A lot of really good backline dive potential, so I wonder, honestly, if the Medivh would be a good idea for the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs, because you have Falling Sword, Haunting Wave, Swift Strike, Rhaegar, yes, he can run and bite the backline, you got Brushstock from Dahaka. I feel like the Medivh would be pretty good for the composition of Performance Enhancing Zugs to stay safe, as well as the protective bubble against the Genji dive. But the Falstad, it's going to offer up the Gust, which will be a disengage tool every 60 seconds post level 10. So with that, let's go ahead and start our prediction. Which team will win Cursed Hollow? We have Ammonite and we have Pez. All right, 2 minutes on that. Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. Solo range Tychus versus, yeah, I know, I was like hyper carry Tychus is gonna be very hard, but there was part of me where I was like, I wonder if they play the Medivh for like a slow, safe sort of win. That's the only thing where I was thinking Medivh would be like, this is kind of like, they don't need it. It's not like, oh god, like they have to have the Medivh to win. It's just like, I was like, if they grab the Medivh, they've got a lot of ways to stop the aggression of Ammonite. But at the same time, you know, we don't have to look at things in a defensive manner. We can also look at things in an aggressive manner, and, you know, that's what I think the Falstad does bring to the table. So, pretty good. Medivh, Muradin, Lucio feels pretty up. Oh, yeah, I'm just spitballing here. Also, Hosty Medivh is very, very fucking good, too. So there's that point as well that I do want to kind of slip in there. I'm going to go ahead and swap us over to the next screen. You still have a little bit of time to get... Oh, look at that screen transition from Bahamut Gaming. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Ammonite. We've got Hyde on the Rhaegar. Spell will be on the Joanna. H82 on the Dahaka. We have got Haben on the Sylvanas. And I'm missing a player on the side of Ammonite, and I don't remember off the top of my head. Reset will be on the Genji. Look how fitting that is, Genji Reset. Get it? Haha. Over on the right-hand side, we have Performance Enhancing Zuggs. That'll be your NA counterpart. I'm guessing Porky on the Blaze. Hosty will be playing the Falstad. CPX will be on the Tychus. We've got BBJ on the Lucio and Brandon on the Muradin. Here's to hoping we see talents today. Hey, we got level 1s at least. I'll take it. Alright, Porky gonna get scouted out by Tist as we have Hyde and Haben locking down the tower and getting some initial siege. Hosty to fly up and throw out a hammering. He's gonna get some good stacking off that grouping right there. Hyde getting very low, Porky with the chase, but no kill to be found. Down in the bottom lane though, Dahaka will be able to get some free soak. He might be able to grab a lane here. Reset and BBJ having a little bit of a scuffle in the rotation right there. But Tychus will rotate down to the bottom and grab the soak there. So it doesn't look like much, if any, soak shall be lost on either side. I remember Reset almost exclusively played Genji and Ming for a while. It's almost like that's it's like they created the character for his name. Characters. Ugh. It's too early, man. It's too early. Brandon getting the slowed rotation on spell. Trying to deny some of that experience in the lane. And Porky will just grab a camp over here on the top right. First objective will be top center of the map. So we'll see Tychus probably split off and grab Siege Giants sometime soon, I would expect. Or someone to split off and grab Siege Giants soon, because you want that pressure to be walking down to the lane fairly soon. Also, it's going to take a little bit. Yep, there it is. There's going to be the rotation for Tychus. No, actually not. It must have been one of those things where the Tychus player was like, I'm going for camp, and then Porky was like, no, I'm going to go grab it, because Hosty's in top lane. And he burned Flight to get up there really early. Flight is a, oh god, my brain this early, 75-second cooldown, right? That doesn't sound right as I say it, but whatever. He might have it back up at this point, but he also might be saving it for a little bit later in the game if he needs to go ahead and hearth back and then fly back into the objective area. Not enough coffee and tea yet. No, man, I got up at 5:45. I did a little bit of work around the house, getting ready for the stream. Ate some breakfast, walked Bandit, took a shower, but we're still firing on one cylinders. BBJ taking a bit of damage through mid. That's a jet propulsion in from Porky. Nice push off from BBJ. Hyde almost going down. Pyromania popped by Porky as well. Brandon comes in, but it's just for wave clear. First objective announced right here, right now in the top center of the map. Top lane, we have Genji getting some deflection value into Hosty, who does have to barrel roll back. What's up, Morning Desert? How you doing, bud? Tag yourself. I'm less than 3 hours sleep club. Oh, I'm sorry you got less than 3 hours of sleep, my friend. Have you thought about just closing your eyes? Have you thought about chewing some eucalyptus root? Just turn off all the thoughts in your brain. It's easy. Oh, you did the thing? Thank you very much, Stark. I'll check that in a bit. Hyde might get the channel here before BBJ can come in and interrupt, as well as Porky. We still have Dahaka, Falstad, and bottom lane split. Or I guess they're just gonna split soaking. Actually, Falstad, is he flying up? Yes, he is. Falstad flies up. That's gonna be the Rhaegar to go down first. First blood in favor for the side of Performance Enhancing Zuggs. The NA dream is alive! I think about closing my eyes all the time. Yeah, me too. I'm doing it right now, chat. Just let me up here. I'll just cast from sound. Genji's doing stuff. Lucio amped it up. Punches on a structure, I think. Something's happening. There's a condemn from Joanna. That was actually Darkstorm. I opened my eyes at the end. I was like, oh, whoops. Today is Cable Rat Day. I've got to go under the house and run new line because Crapcom can't be bothered to do it the first time. Shouldn't that, like, legally, shouldn't they have to do that for you? Because, like, when I had issues with Spectrum stuff, Spectrum just came out and they ran a brand new line. Or is it just like you can't even like schedule it and stuff like that, Desert? Good morning, Flaxseed. What's up? Hey, Ton. Good morning, all my cutie friends. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Oh man, I watched Halloween Ends last night. The Halloween Ends, the last Halloween movie. God, you know what they should call that movie? When Does Halloween Ends End? Because that movie's it was so bad. It was so it was such a nightmarishly boring movie. I think the actual horror was that it felt like it never ended. That was the actual horror of the movie. I don't know what it is, but like modern day like horror films, like the new Hellraiser, not that great. This new Halloween, not that great. There was a new Scream a couple months ago. It was meh. Maybe it was okay-ish, but it was also Scream. So I mean, it's Scream, meaning it's gonna be the same kind of movie every time. I just talked about movies through a big old kill right there. Welcome to the stream. But it is going to be the members of Ammonite coming out on top of that fight, and they will get the second of 3 tribute points. Scheduling costs, they won't charge me a silly amount to move the router across the house. Or they want to charge me a silly amount. That's super stupid. Good morning, Shy. What's up, bud? The real nightmare is sitting through it. Seriously, absolutely. The new Halloween movie, it's so boring. It's like I don't know what it is with writers lately, but like everything is a teen drama. Resident Evil, Hellraiser's kind of a teen drama. Where's Kurt Russell with a flamethrower running around an Arctic base? That's the shit I want. I did watch the thing a couple nights ago and I was like, God, this is such a good movie. With like pacing, dialogue, like interactions. The practical effects are just beautiful. Of course, it's John Carpenter. Managing pain from hell and sick kitten today. Oh, I hope you feel better, Shy. I'm sorry to hear that. When I can buy the cable for $50 and do it myself. Hey, if you know what you're doing, Desert, more power to you. I would have no idea what I'm doing, honestly. I wouldn't even know where to start with the cable. Condemn onto Brandon. We have another delay onto CPX while the boss with Haben pushes bottom as well as Hyde. This will be the bottom lane fort confirmed. Jet propulsion in from the Blaze. It's a very low CPX dragged by H82. Another kill to the side of Ammonite. The NA dream looking more like a legitimate dream in the sense of it's something that doesn't happen in reality. And that's not it. We're in map 1. We're in the lower bracket as well. And actually, we will see that Joanna fall. No Bloodlust pop by the Rhaegar this time. Maybe we'll see it right here. Nope. And that'll be curse over to the side, or excuse me, tribute points, not even curse over to the side of performance enhancing Zugs. I also realized that the NA thing is wrong and it's bothering me, so give me a second, I'm gonna fix this. There we go. It was just bothering the absolute living crap out of me as I was looking over at it. Oh, that's a hefty gift basket there, Shy. Scream was pretty solid, but generally, yeah, old IPs need to die. Most part, new IPs, good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Black Phone. Nope, Black Phone and X were all good though. I don't know about Black Phone or X, but I know about Nope, and I just don't want to pay $20 to rent it. I love the Jordan Peele movies. There's an animated movie coming out very, very soon where Jordan Peele's one of the producers on it. And it's like very Tim Burton-esque, it feels, where it's like, I think it's stop motion animation. Sounds like all the ingredients to make a pie. Oh, cocktail. There you go. Cocktail. That's the word I was looking for. I could not think of the word correctly. So bottom lane, we'll see a fort to fall easily to the side of performance enhancing Zugs, but that will be a fort traded over in the top lane, favoring Ammonite. So that's also going to be another structure down in favor for Ammonite. Performance enhancing Zugs, it feels like they're just kind of they're trying to salvage some of these moments. But the next tribute point is going to be very important because one of these teams will get a curse. Tips Glass. What's up, Unkilt? I think that's how I say your name. Unkilt. Also, we have a decent lead right now in experience for the side of performance enhancing Zugs. Osty still clearing out top lane. Next tribute will be on the right side of the map, favoring performance enhancing Zug's position. They still have the mid lane fort, so they have a nice retreat path as well if they need it. And let's see what happens here. Hosty's trying to close that gap for 16 as quickly as possible, but I don't know if it's going to be doable in the next 30 seconds. Wave in mid lane will be there. There is going to be Siege Giants in top, but it seems like the call is in for let's position around the objective and get ready for this. All heroics are off cooldown. We've got our Bless Shield, Bloodlust, X-Strike. We've got that Isolation Wailing Arrow as well as the Bunker Commandeero, but that's a deletion onto Lucio. He can't even high-five out of that one right there. And I think that's all she wrote for this engagement. I don't think CPX and friends can do much at this point. Uncle T. Oh, Uncle T. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. I see it now. Curse in favor for the side of Ammonite. Looking to open things up through mid. Ooh, Brandon's going to take a bit of damage over here, getting dragged by the Dahaka. Does have the elongated tongue as well as the Feeding Frenzy cooldown reduction. And the drag duration increase. I believe, if memory serves me correct, the Feeding Frenzy increases the drag duration total to 2.25 seconds. I believe it's a 0.5 increase in duration, taking it from 1.75 up. 16 apiece in levels. We have that curse up and available. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. That's going to be hammering out from the false side to poke at the enemy as we do have Spell trying to back away with that negative 15 spell armor. Genji getting to the back line. The Bloodlust comes out from Hyde. The engagement's there. The Gust from Falstad. Porky trying to back away. Muradin's a little too deep right now. He Dwarf tosses out, able to back away, throwing the disengaged Stormbolt. Gets pulled back in by the Condemned. Hit with a Shield Glare. Drag from Dahaka. Elongated Tongue. Pulling in Porky. X-Strike is going to not get the kill because Porky calls down the bunker in time. It still will be Lucio to fall. Overwatch kills Overwatch. The curse will expire here with all two keeps left being threatened by minion waves. Porky so very low, Shield Glare, and that's all she wrote for the big bad Blaze. Mid lane fort will fall to Genji. Hyde bites the tower. Some very sharp teeth on that Rhaegar as the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas locks in Muradin, and he falls as well. Reset City for reset as the Commandeero will come down, but not only is the Commandeero falling, so is that core HP. We'll see it drop to around 50%. Hosty and CPX making the Titanic defense, or at least attempting such, and it will not happen. GG, well played. Ammonite takes map number 1 in our best of 5. And there's Butt Spot. Looking like a big nah for the dream. Oh, bless you, little bandit. Which team wins Curse Hollow? Ammonite. The Korean believers get paid out. Hide and Reset playing Aga Butt like it's a forbidden jut butt. All right. Jut butt OP. Hey! Some late game talents if you want to look at them. Alrighty. So how's everyone's Saturday? What's y'all how y'all doing today? Y'all having a great day? You hanging out? You feeling good? Everybody get some good sleep last night? I know Stark said that he did not. I am very sorry, my friend. You know what? I must have stolen a little bit of your sleep because I got moderately good sleep. Moderately good. I woke up a lot last night, and then eventually I was like, I give up, because like I turned the heat down. I was like, I give up. I turned the heat up, and I was like, oh, we're nice and warm in bed, and then yeah, and then it was very hard to get out of bed, of course. You woke up with pretty bad back pain. I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you have anything to take? I was up at 9 a.m. for house viewing. People who have already sold theirs wanted to view ours, so we gave them whatever viewing they wanted. They could buy ASAP if they like. Well, I hope I hope that they want to buy it ASAP. I hope that's a good thing, right? Hey Baha, that they're good sleep. Can you pass it on when you're done with it? I'd like some of it this year. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll be done with it any day now. Yeah, any day now. I'll ship it on over. How many hours did I get? I went to bed around. I think I went to bed like 10ish, and then I got up at like 5ish, and I woke up a couple times throughout the night. So probably minus like 2 to 3 hours within all of that. Something like that, probably. That sounds about right. Well, by that noise, you can tell we're into a draft. It's just, the drafts come out of nowhere. It's just like, we're in draft. It's like, all right, cool. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome, whatever. I think I'm up to 6 shiny Litwicks for Pokemon Go Community Day so far, too. 30 more minutes left. Nice, dude. Well, I hope you all get some sleep, and I hope you all feel better. But let's talk about Battlefield of Eternity, map number 2, in our lower bracket elimination best of 5 between Ammonite versus Pez. If you'd like to follow along with the bracket, exclamation bracket in chat will get you over there. So... Right Wing Malfurion. Ooh, we got some support chokes. Well, enjoy it, Shy. Enjoy it. What will we actually have priority? Another Hogger ban. Interesting. It's very, very interesting to me, the Hogger shift, because we did not see, like, we saw like 3 games of involvement with Hogger yesterday. 1 ban, twice played, I believe. And, or maybe twice banned, once played, something like that. And it's surprising, we're getting into today and we're just having Hogger ban after Hogger ban. I don't know if this is just a target onto Porky or what, but we'll see. We do have the Rhaegar bans, so this is going to be... What is Hyde going to play? I don't know if we've seen Hyde on anything else besides Rhaegar or Malfurion. Well, it's Battlefield, so they're going to start out with a Blaze. Blaze can be played as main tank, Blaze can be played as off lane, so we'll see how that all kind of lines up for the player. Diablo Vala. Alright. Not a bad 1-2 punch to kick things off over on the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. See if NA can stay alive. Blaze main tank on BOE. I mean, I've seen teams. It's like the old days with Arthas. I've seen some teams actually run it this way, where they draft a very early Blaze, and then they kind of sit there and say, like, is this our offlane? Is this our main tank? Like, what are we going to do? And it harkens back to those old days of Arthas, because Arthas used to be the same way, like, long time ago, where it'd be like, is Arthas the main tank, or is he in the offlane? And so you kind of have this flexible factor within the draft, so... Is it a black and white answer? No, not at all. But, you know, this is just what I've seen in other drafts throughout many different divisions. So who knows? Who knows? But this also means that they need to consider some sort of ban. Now, is it a main tank? Is it a off lane? They're going to get rid of the gray main because he does have good race potential. Things like Li Ming are still up and available, actually. Genji's up and available. Lunara's up and available. Cassie is not too bad. Zul'Jin's still up and available. It's just a little bit of spice we see from time to time. I mean, we're in the lower bracket, so this is the time to bring out anything and everything that you can possibly even grab, or at least, like, you know, throw the enemy off with. So if you got a pocket Zul'jin for Battlefield of Eternity, now is the time to probably pull it out. No worries, Shy. No worries, Shy. We're always happy to have you. Thanks for being here, and I do hope you feel better, bud. I handed in the T part of my British license. Wait, what? Handed in the T part of my British license. So what does that mean? You can't drink tea anymore?
Do your worst.
Okay. It's a really, really solid draft from Perform Enhancing Zugs. Like, this is try and step into the Vol and you should die sort of deal. Control from Diablo, Urel, decent control from Stukov. Post level 10, of course, you've got Shove and everything like that. What else do we see? What else do we see? I don't expect the Blaze to be the off lane, or the main tank, but we'll see. We really never know. There is a Diablo, so Garrosh could be a consideration. Garrosh and Junkrat, not too bad. A lot of control coming out from that. A little surprised, no priority whatsoever onto Li Ming from either of these teams. Or even like a Lunara, which is just, it seems a little surprising. Feel like I've seen a lot of people go for those because Li Ming can throw orbs, ball, mirror ball, all that kind of stuff onto the objective phasing for race potential, even from a safe distance. But and Lunara, just like her race potential and everything is very, very strong. So seems like these teams have kind of got some comforts that they're going to be wanting to play here on Ping. So this will be the draft for Battlefield of Eternity. So let me go ahead and start a prediction. Which team wins BOE? All right, let's go ahead and get that prediction going, and I will swap us over to the casting screen, and you can get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. Cold drinks for you. Oh man, cold drinks really cool you down. I don't know the song actually. I feel like I haven't tried enough tea because the standard is just alternate, just drinking water at a couple. Honestly, like for me, it's just finding a tea that's just like nice and enjoyable. Like my dad, like he has like a green tea that has some. It's like a little bit. It's like a mango green tea or something like that that he absolutely loves. So it's a little bit on the sweeter side. So I don't know. You just got. It's like finding a flavor you like. I like orange that I don't need to chew. Me personally, high pulp orange juice all day. I like to chew my liquids. I have a cinnamon tea I like. Ooh, cinnamon tea kind of sounds interesting. Well, anyways, we're here, and we're into Battlefield of Eternity on the left-hand side. We've got Ammonite, Haven on the Junkrat, Spell on the Garrosh, Reset on the Hanzo, Hyde on the Lucio, and that'll be H82 on the Blaze. Over on the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs, Brandon on the Diablo, Hosty on the Vala, CPX on the Genji, BBJ on the Stukov, and we've got Porky on the Urel. Hey, we got CPX on the Genji. I almost hit Control 1 to start the to pull up the talents, but we got CPX on Genji, so it's time to turbo feed. It makes the whole room smell like cinnamon for a bit. That's honestly really, really awesome. Nice scatter arrow. 5 stacks for reset on Hanzo. Not even 30 seconds in. Green tea mixed with lemon tea and ginseng tea. Mmm. I personally, I love those Arizona iced teas. I know that it's like 50 grams of sugar in like 24 ounces, but it's so delicious. It's so good. I don't care what you call it. You want to call it sugar water? Call it sugar water. It's delicious. Just like Arnold Palmer's. Oh. Loving my casting. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. I've just been talking about tea, so thank you. This is great. We've been talking about horror movies, tea. It is cozy casting vibes today. It is very cozy casting vibes. I'll definitely probably kick it into gear after the first series of the day, but this is definitely going to be a cozy casting morning to start things out. Ugh. Yeah. Don't worry. Once I have pizza tonight, tomorrow I'll be S tier casting. Also tomorrow, it's 2 best of 5s tomorrow and a best of 7, so it's a very. I say it's a very short day, but yeah. For me, in my eyes, that's a very short day for casting. Arizona iced teas and Arnold Palmer's are my go-to for long drive. So the issue with me is I can't, like, when I drive, I don't know what it is, but I cannot, like, liquids just move through me. I don't know what it is. It's like my body's like, oh, you're traveling? It's time to go to the bathroom every half an hour. So I'm very cautious and conscious about, like, how much, like, liquids I drink when I'm on, like, the road and when I'm traveling and stuff. But, honestly, like a day off, like my Monday's day off, like I'll usually drink one of those and like play some video games when I get up and just kind of chill.
Be wary. Our eternal battle will soon be upon you.
Surprised made really good southern tea. Surprised it didn't send you into shock. Oh, because there's that much sugar in it. I could probably do with cutting a little bit of sugar out of my diet, to be honest, but I wish I could ship you the pizza I made 2 days ago. Spinach, bacon, extra cheese, some pastrami soaked in a little bit of garlic oil. Heavenly. Wow, that sounds delicious. I like all those things. Will I get heartburn? Absolutely. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. 16 stacks on the Hanzo, 4 for the Garrosh on his Groundbreaker. The new habits from Blaze at 6 out of 15. And H82 might go down here. Fire Stomp out from Diablo. That's going to be it right there. 4 stacks, by the way, on the Monster Hunter for the Vol at level 1. 3 on the weighted... No. Not weighted Pustule. Is it Long Pitch at level 1? Yes, Long Pitch. No, that doesn't seem right. There's a... I think I'm misremembering the name of... Fetid Touch. Fetid Touch. There we go. I nailed it. Fetid Touch. I got it before chat said it. Haha! Yeah, I was like, Long Pitch is not at level 1. I was like, it is not a questing talent. Get heck, chat. I'm faster than you, even though I forgot. Diablo initiates onto H82. Concussion Mine splits Brandon, and that is going to be a dead Diablo. No souls to buy him back in. And that'll be first blood in favor for Ammonite here on Battlefield of Eternity. Hosty vaulting around, trying to get more stacks on the Monster Hunter level 1. Spell stepping in, Groundbreaker onto Vala. Toss will be there. Hosty, good night. Man, we're talking about all this tea and coffee. Looks like NA could use some, am I right? Spectral Leech. Look, okay, don't talk to me about my Spectral Leech until I've had my tea, okay? Look, that's all your fault too, chat. None of you noticed. For months. I went through all of CCL and no one said a word to me. Fetid Touch turns Stukov's auto attack speed damage into that of Hanzo's, but an auto attack slow. Stukov's auto attack speed damage into Hanzo's, but the auto attack slow is less range. Got you, okay. Took me a second to comprehend the words. Well, either way, the Immortal will go into top lane. We're going to see some decent siege from Ilarion in said top lane. Concussion Mine. Oh, no, BBJ. Goodbye. Can we talk about really quickly? I don't know if anyone saw that or heard it. Spell literally threw BBJ right into the steel trap. That's really good. That's like, it's little things like that that make huge differences in these games, and it's just really cool to note really on that one. But either way, the top lane fort will fall. Bottom lane, we do have H82 pushing onto Porky. Shadow Charge from Brandon, eaten by the Indomitable, and that will be Brandon going down. Once again, not enough souls to buy back in, and this is the Korean dominance that we expect to see from these teams. No caster bias whatsoever. Statistically, it's the same damage attack speed, though. Interesting. I think I forgot a brain. Me too, dude. I think I left mine in the kitchen when I made breakfast. By the way, there have been some breakfast posts if you have been missing them on Twitter, so if you want to check those out. But Reset and friends will grab a camp for bottom, and I think they're going to continue to pushing and poking through this lane. 10 talents here will be here, so they can continue to threaten for a solid level as they have 4-0 in kills, and that level and then some change lead. Riptire, Arrow, Warlord's Challenge, High Five, and Bunker. Pretty standard, but that's a arrow right into Diablo mid-air, who's thrown in the air. Diablo's got more airtime than Tony Hawk, and that's going to be another Diablo death. BBJ should die to the Riptire. No, actually, he will survive for now, going down to the Hanzo. Ooh, thank you, Desert Jester. Check that out in a second here. I say a second here because it honestly feels like the light is fading from NA in this matchup right now. And as a reminder, we're in the lower bracket. This is losers going home. Loser will. This is a place deciding matchup. There's no other bracket to fall down into. 6-0 in map number 2 of this best of 5. Things are looking scary for the NA crew that is performance enhancing Zugs. You know what? Maybe CPX forgot to pack his protein powder or whatever he drinks. We need a... Oh, no, I know. If NA gets knocked out, we need to have like a sad song for every team that gets knocked out of the tournament. So I've already got the song for the loser of the series. Regardless, we could go to game 5 and Ammonite could get knocked out. All I'm saying is I have the song already chosen in my head. Haven will go down. Nice dive in from Pez, finding their first kill in the game. Hosty with the big old spinny shooty shot. Good damage coming in. Porky gets the Ardent Defender at the last second, getting some extra HP critical in that moment. Members of Ammonite, though, they still have the Junkrat dead for about 10 seconds. Here comes Brandon, overpower. That's a great high five on H82. Might have actually been the Pyromania self-cleanse. Not 100% sure on that one, but either way, the cool thing with that is overpower from Brandon was looking to stun into the Immortal Stun, but the high five or the self-cleanse of the Pyromania will keep H82 in an okay position. So let's see what happens here. Massive shove once again from BBJ. Not the longest cooldown on that one. Groundbreaker from the Garrosh. That's going to be Brandon getting thrown around. Diablo with the Shadow Charge. There's a Steel Trap on the ground. Shattering Teeth will go out, but not connecting onto anyone. Here comes a Riptire. CPX is the target. Goes for the deflection, and he dodges the Riptire for now. We still have Reset chasing in. One Scatter, one Auto, one Stormbolt, one Attack. X-Strike to make some distance happen, but Hyde's got the chase, and that'll be Lucio to take down Genji. Brandon a little too low here, will go down as well to the Hanzo. Souls reset. Hyde so very low, playing with fire, trying to kill Hosty, and will be able to do so. Hyde making some OP plays on that Lucio. You could say he's soul skating. That's a deep cut for anyone who watched the Disney movie. That's a deep cut right there. What, did you start without me? No. We just assumed you were here. You believe it was high five? I think it was high five, honestly, because Pyromania would have had the Pyromania activation around him. Anybody? Did nobody get soul skating? Anybody? Oh my god. What's wrong with this generation?
Our triumph brings order to this realm.
You...
I will cleanse this land from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Not Anastasia. No, not Dancing Bears. Brink! The movie Brink! Soul skating! Come on, man! It's a movie about roller skating, hence the Lucio reference. Oh my god. Educate yourselves, chat. Go watch Brink. It's a good movie. Like, if you ever watch Johnny Tsunami and you're like, man, I'd love this, but in roller skating, go watch Brink. And if you've never seen Johnny Tsunami, please go watch that too. It's great. It actually is. I love Johnny Tsunami. And then Johnny Tsunami's grandfather became Shao Kahn. Bivala going down. Reset and friends are pushing towards core. That's a Riptire on top of BBJ's head. The core shielding has fallen. Bandit is back into the room just in time, as this will be the core not falling, actually. H82 is still going to be jet propulsioning past Porky. Bunker will expire. I was mentally, like, ready to end the map, but no, I guess not. All right, 63% left on the core. It ain't over yet. It's not over yet, so we'll see 16 talent here very, very soon. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Whomever is bringing up the talents, bless you today. on point with these timings. Spread volley. Oh, we've been seeing a lot of up the frequency. I typically go the percent healing at level 16. I'm curious if anyone in chat's been having some success with up the frequency. Because it's like healing off of auto attacks or something like that? Or wall, it has something to do with wall riding and healing buff, and I don't remember the specifics, but I always just go percent healing, to be honest, because I feel like that saves those moments. CDR to E. Up the frequency is broken. All right, I should try it in my own games. I keep going percent healing at 16 because it always seems like the right call, especially for the main tanks to keep them alive. Main tank and solo lane. I'm talking in my own Storm League games. So of course I'm not the skill level of these teams. Lucio up should be up the frequency. You get more heals and stronger AA range. Oh, okay. It's one of the best talent in 90% of the game. All right. I'll start practicing up the frequency in my own Lucio games. I've been playing a lot of Lucio. That's a Warlord's Challenge on to CPX. The Lightning Breath will expire from Brandon. Here comes a Riptire from the Junkrat. No level 20, so no extra oomph. That's a push on to the... Oh my god, where did the Diablo's health go? Holy crap. Great scatter out from Hanzo. My assumption is we probably saw, we didn't see the scatter come out, but there was probably a full scatter with Giant Slayer level 16 from Hanzo. Beautifully played from Reset here. I have to say, Reset right now, MVP for this team. Reset is absolutely just shredding through the enemy. My assumption is, yeah, there's that Diablo, yeah, it's Giant Slayer 16, I just saw it right there. So the Hanzo probably got a massive scatter into the Diablo, chunking him for like 75% of his HP. God dang it, Reset, chill on this Hanzo. That is a full...
Team kill!
And we will now see the core fall. Actually, Lucio goes down, Warlord's Challenge. Genji deflect, walks into a trap. I gotta say, it's a little funny to see CPX Swift Strike right into a steel trap. As much as I love NA, it is really funny to watch CPX Swift Strike into a steel trap and die. Which team wins Battlefield of Eternity? Ammonite. Oh. There you are. You'll play percent if you have triple tank. Got it, okay. Look at all of that tea. That's a lot of tea. Alright, back to Bandit Knight. And alright. That's not even all of it. Damn, that's a lot right there. Okay. Ammonite is up in the series. Things are looking good for them. Okay, that looks good. Cool stuff. I gotta say, NA is looking a little, NA is looking a little rough around the edges here in their elimination matchup. Oh, thank you very much, Elite Sparkle. All right, I was just looking at what the next matchup's supposed to be. Okay. NA looking more looking like NA normally looks. That is, yep, that's a good point. Yep. NA looking at NA. Okie dokie, I am back. Saturday Baja Day. It is Saturday. It is indeed Saturday. Is everybody having a good day, though? Very serious question for all of you, and be honest. Are you in PJs watching this stream? Yes, I am in my PJs watching this stream personally as well. If I am home, I'm PC. Wildfire's got it right. Wildfire's definitely got it right. All right. Well, we wait for the break, and then we should get back into games. What is this? There's some movie being played. Hold on. What is this? What? Wait. What? Going out in public is overrated anyway. I agree. Heck 'em. Hello? What? What is this? Florida. Is this just a looped video of Florida? I know what beach is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if I were to be like, there we go. Perfect, right? Nailed it. I am here to entertain. All right, well, looks like we're getting ready for the next map, I assume. So let's see what happens to NA. Hey, look, it's Crush. Look, everybody, it's Crush. Everybody say hi to Crush. Look, it's Crush. Look how cute he is. Look how cute he is. Look at that. Look at him. Everybody say hi to Crush. Everybody say hello. Thank you. Thank you. Let's turn the quality down on that because I'm not watching it. When did you get to Florida, Baja? Never. I never got there. They don't like, I said this yesterday and I'll say it again today. They don't like gingers. It's, Next Level Gaming is not a fan of gingers, so it is what it is, you know? It's you know, it's my fault for being soulless. Mr. Mr. Dr. Big, not even Mr. Dr. Big. I can't read. I need more tea. How dare you say hello to the wrong person? It looks so real. Did it? I'm glad I'm so convincing. Yeah, how dare you, Dr. Big? How dare you? How's your day going, bud? What are you a doctor of? Can you fix this my itchy stomach? When does fan play today, Smile? Ugh. Hate you all. Put food in it, Baha, then it will stop itching. Lax man, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Because also every time I read your name, I think of laxatives. It makes me a little nervous. Good luck, Shy. So we are just waiting for the next map. I thought we were going to be getting into it soon, but maybe not. Oh, my screen just went black. What's going on? Oh, okay, nothing's happening. It's a really cool esports arena. Sorry, I'm just looking at the live feed. Sorry if you answered it and I missed it earlier, but is that a ghost shirt? I didn't even see your message, Tiger, and I'm very sorry for missing that. It is a ghost shirt, yes. It's I bought it a long time ago. It is my ghost shirt, yes. Indeed it is. Never seen them live. I hope they maybe one day come through Tahoe area. I'd like to see them. We don't get a ton of shows up here, and I'm not the biggest fan of driving all the way to like Sacramento. Like driving down to like Reno isn't awful, but it still is like a 3-hour round trip. And then driving down to Sac is like a 6-hour round trip almost. Less than that, but I'm just rounding up for ease. I'm not a big I really like sitting in the car and driving long distances. I'm good. I crossed the country and I fucking hate it. Like it was miserable. Not miserable, that's an exaggeration, but it was the entire time. Long distance driving, I just don't care for it. I know I grew up in the Midwest and our family was never about it. And I grew up with so many people that were like, our family's driving down to Florida, we're doing a 2-week vacation, we're spending half the vacation in the car driving there and back, and it's like, that does not sound fun. Exactly, Desert, exactly. You like long distance driving as long as someone's with you? My best friend crossed the country with me, and it was just like it's not like we like struggled for like, oh, like who's changing the music. Like we have very similar music tastes. We enjoy enjoy a lot of the same stuff. Like we actually listen to like horror podcasts for like half the trip. Well, actually half of one of the days we just watched we listened to a bunch of horror podcasts. Like, it was like short story, like horror, like short story horror things. 8.5-hour drive to my parents' house from college. Oof, that's too much. Did you go to Michigan Tech? And did your parents live in Detroit? Because that's about an 8.5-hour drive right there. Michigan Tech is in the Upper Peninsula, so Michigan Tech is there, and Detroit is like there, and so that's like a 9-hour drive. It actually can be longer, because it took me like 10 plus to get there one time. Back in elbows after 45 minutes. I'm pretty good. We did Chicago to Denver in one day when I crossed the country, and did that just like, I'm done after that. You've seen them twice, they're great. Wanted to go again on this tour, but they got more popular since last time I went. Tickets have tripled in price. Holy hell. Yeah, like not a lot of shows come through Tahoe, and as I said, like if there's a show in Carson, that's like the best option, but rarely shows are in Carson. It's usually in Reno, or they're in Sacramento, which is it's just such a commitment to go all the way down there. Well, either way, we're here on Tatuma Spider Queen, map number 3 in our elimination matchup here in the lower bracket best of 5. Brightwing Stukov ban, Lucio Junkrat ban, all right. Rhaegar, Malfurion, those are still up. What will Hyde grab? Doesn't seem like putting Hyde onto a different healer has really hindered him whatsoever in this series. Bare Naked Ladies are going to Atlantic City next weekend, trying to find someone to go with. I'm trying to think, like, I feel like that's an easy ask for any friend, really. Like, that's like a band. It's like, all right, yeah, you know, I might not be big fans of Bare Naked Ladies, but I could go hang out with you, sure. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I had it really, really good when I was growing up. I lived in Metro Detroit, and like every band who does a tour goes through Metro Detroit somehow, some way, some venue. And there's so many freaking venues that like almost every weekend there was some sort of show you could have gone to. So I had it really, really good when I lived in Detroit. I will say that. Like, I was super lucky. Like, Detroit's a big hub for a lot of music, especially a lot of metal music comes through Detroit as well. So that was always really, really nice. Whether it be like the Shelter, which is a tiny little basement venue underneath St. Andrews, which is an old church, which a lot of venues are in Detroit, or gigantic events where you're all the way at like DTE Energy, or you're at the Joe Louis, or not Joe Louis Arena, the Palace of Auburn Hills, where that's the basketball arena place. But anyways, I saw Rammstein there and Metallica twice. Oh god, such good shows. I will say this, as I am so off topic already. If you ever have the chance to see Rammstein, regardless of how much music you know by them, go see them. It is one of the best shows that I've ever seen in my entire life. I've seen Iron Maiden, I've seen Metallica, I've seen so many different bands. I've seen Kraftwerk. Rammstein is like the best show I've ever seen. Just so entertaining, so like energetic, a lot of pyrotechnics, and it's a just good energy show. But anyways, I digress. Joanna, Vala, Dahaka, Malfurion, Maya, Vala. Alright, so good aggression, good control, nice CC, wave clear's all there, siege potential's all existent and strong. I was thinking that they might go double support as I saw the Mephisto ban. Maybe something changed in the draft, or they just didn't want to let Kepi have Mephisto, because Kepi did have a very good Mephisto yesterday. So we'll see, that'll be targeted out. Diablo, Sylvanas, Rhaegar, Blaze. They could use a little more wave clear, or they could hypercarry Sylvanas. Gonna go for the Genji instead, get that reset potential. I would have liked to see a little bit more wave clear. It's not awful by any means between the Sylvanas, Rhaegar, Diablo. Genji, I feel, is gonna be kind of floating around the map, looking to dive into the backline, pressures Malfurion and Vala consistently around the map. Either way, it's a good draft from both sides. Let's go ahead and start our prediction. Which team is gonna win? Tomb. Which team will win? Tomb of the Spider Queen. Detroit Rock City. Wasn't that like a Jethro Tull song? Flex Seed Bread? Detroit Rock City, baby? Yeah, I think Jethro Tull had that song. You know, the metal band that won the Grammy in the, I think it was the 90s or something like that. For the best performing metal band or something like that. Google it, it's really funny. It's like, look up like Jethro Tull metal Grammys. And Jethro Tull won like a metal, like a Grammy for like best metal act or something like that. And it's Jethro freaking Tull. On the left-hand side, we have Ammonites, who are looking to make a quick 3-0 happen here and continue their run through the bottom bracket with reset on the Genji, Hyde on the Hanzo, H82 on the Blaze. We'll see Haben on the Sylvanas, and Diablo to be played by Spell. Don't forget, you got a minute to get your gambles in. Over the side of performance-enhancing Zugs, who are looking to make a map win happen. If performance-enhancing Zugs loses here, that's their tournament life, that's their series, that's their land. CPX on the Maiev, BBJ on the Malfurion, Hosty on the Vala, Brandon on the Joanna, and Porky to play the Dahaka. Gamba Gamba. We'll check in the bush right there from Malfurion. Nothing really major. Oh, we also do have Fire at Will for the Vala at level 1, so she'll be building up W stacks. Shadow Charge in onto Brandon. That's a nice surround, and First Blood goes over the side of performance and enhance. Excuse me, for Ammonite. I was watching Spell. I was thinking there would be a trade, but no, Spell walks out alive. I really did think that there would be a trade, tank for tank, but not the case. Joanna does go down. Spell coming in once again. Shadow Charge. Here's going to be a Hunting Wave in from Haben. Porky. Excuse me, Hosty taking a bit of damage right there, forgetting every name. Kansas played less than a mile from me a few years ago, so he just walked over. Oh, hell yes. If you ever need a place to sack after a show, you can call us. Oh, thank you very much, Desert. I appreciate the offer. November 4th is not a weekend. Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand that. So it's always hard to go to a show in the middle of a week for sure. Actually, I don't know what date November 4th is. Actually, I can figure it out. Hold on. Tuesday's the 1st. Wednesday's the 2nd. No, 4th would be a Friday. That's perfect, right? November 4th is a Friday off the top of my head. Oh, not next weekend. My bad. Sorry. Completely misread the message. Twice. If I lose the bet, it's your fault. Whose? Yours? Probably. Considering Pez is a mix of Storm and Sim, they should have called themselves Stim. That actually would have been very, very smart of them, wouldn't it? Nothing really insane. Oh, hold on. Dragon's Claw from Genji at level 4. That's pretty cool. OC does go down in the engagement through mid lane right now. H82 comes in with the jump propulsion, but the Unstoppable will be on the Johanna with that Iron Skin, so no stun onto her. I actually don't know where they get their name from for performance enhancing Zugs. I don't know what the origin of it all is. Either way, reset H82. They're going to look for Porky in bottom lane, but I don't think they actually find a kill onto him. Yeah, they'll just be able to threaten a little bit. Sylvanas locks down the tower with one black arrow. Reset going to throw some shurikens in and takes down the opposing side tower in the lane.
On my way.
Huh? Okay, sorry. My phone's not catching up with Discord stuff, so my phone's like, you have Discord message, and I'm like, no, I don't. I've checked all my Discord messages. God dang it, game. I have a level to go for the members of Ammonite for their level 7s here. 2 kills already, easy enough for them, and it's just going to be continued rotations looking for a potential turn in here for Ammonite as the fight breaks out through mid. Great Swift Strike through a couple members there for reset. And it's just continued just back and forth. Nothing of like super importance this early game. Just good rotations throughout the lanes. And a slight experience advantage to the team with 2 kills, of course. Shadow Charge in onto the Johanna. Or no, actually that's the Maiev right there. Root does come out from the Malfurion. Emerald Dreams level 1. Alright. Hyde actually has the entire of the turn in, and he does get it. Dahaka brush stalking in here as well. Porky looking for something. It's going to be slowed by the totem. All right, let's see. What is going to be done with the blue Web Weaver phase? The members of our Korean teams have been doing very, very good on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It seems like they've had consistently short matches on this map, effectively knowing how to end things here. Porky comes around the corner with a drag. There's a root right underneath it. Cleanse from the Rhaegar really quickly as Porky tries to back away. Overpower from Spell, who gets the Fire Stomp out, but will he survive with the big Fire Stomp? Yes, he does. He's got body blocks from Haben, but H82 comes in and saves the day. A lot of healing over time on the Dahaka there. Oh, it was risky, but Brandon steps in, pops the Iron Skin, is able to pick up quite a few gems that were dropped. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge onto BBJ. That's going to be Brandon stepping out as well. Not a lot of mana left on this Johanna, as we do have Spell very low. Brandon might go down. The Genji does find the kill. Hosty picking up a couple of those gems. Hosty might fall here as well. There's going to be that Dragon Claw. BBJ picking up a few more of those gems. Hyde shall get rooted, slept, and will go down. At least I assume he will. Yes, he does. The Web Weavers are still pushing in mid, bottom, and top, and bottom lane fort goes down as almost simultaneously with mid. We have the Sylvanas Diablo rotating to top, but no Siege, as BBJ does have quite a few of those gems. Really good kills early on here from the members of Ammonite. So with the Web Weaver phase ending and necessary 30 gems, that's 10 waves to be picked up by the side of Ammonite, we have a little bit of a reprieve for the side of Performance Enhancing Zugs. Will they get their own turn in? We'll see here in just a little bit. Pez is getting dispensed. I agree. Indeed. Spell comes in with the Shadow Charge. That is a containment disc that goes very wide right there. Spell pops the Lightning Breath. That's going to be Reset getting onto Porky on the bottom of our screen right now. Porky trying to just walk away, gets hit with the Shadow Charge, pops the Essence. Here comes H82 looking for a flank onto the enemy. Pops the Pyromania, big new habit, Self-Cleanse, X-Strike from the Genji, and there goes the Malfurion. Willing Air from Sylvanas will be used in all of this as well. And Hosty and CPX are able to back away. Porky able to walk through that bottom lane, but a few more gems picked up from those kills because each kill does give you 3 gems, so couple gems picked up there. CPX getting a little bit low here. The mid lane gate still going down. Black Arrow's activated by Haben. This is 7 minutes and they're knocking on a keep. They're knocking on a keep and biting the butt of a Maiev. Hosty goes down. Reset, chill. Reset, chill, please. You're too deep. The rest of your team was getting a mid lane keep and you were going for blood. Either way, it seemingly is working out. Porky actually uses a really cool tech right there really quickly. He goes in for the immediate burrow and then cancels it, so he pops back up and he gets the knockback onto the Blaze, who's going for the jet propulsion. That's a really cool tech right there. Spell is not gonna live here. I don't see how he lives. I was like, maybe he can Shadow Charge to a minion here, but no. All right. Diablo buys back in. We have Siege Giants through the bottom lane, still getting significant siege. Turn-in availability just now hitting for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs, and they could get their first turn-in of the game. First. They have not even gotten a turn-in. We've actually only had 1 turn-in so far, 8 minutes in, and we're seeing a keep around 1/8 of its HP. Reset going to be able to just agility away, get some spell armor as well. Solid level lead, 10-4 in kills. As the Dahaka floats down towards the bottom lane to soak up consistently. Fire stomps out from Diablo to check the bush and the corridor. Dahaka is done with his tissue regeneration level 1. Vala with 28 stacks, pinned down at 2 out of 4. I was watching Porky's HP. I was like, what does his Reset keep chasing deep, or does he back away? He will respect and back away. All right. Nice and slow right now, it seems. Spell is going to Shadow Charge onto the Johanna, but she eats that with the Iron Skin. There will be another Fire Stomp out as Porky's not able to land the drag. We do have Maiev jumping around with the Spirit of Vengeance. Jet Propulsion from H82 does not connect. Wailing Arrow does. X-Strike going in onto BBJ, who will get some healing and tap the well. So we got a lot of healing over time on said Malfurion. I'm going to laugh, cry if it ends up being Ammonite versus Tempest. My vote was 30k versus Tempest, but I don't think that's going to happen. BBJ shall be cooked. That'd be funny if the Heroes International ends with just 2 teams from the same region battling against each other. That would be kind of funny, though. That would be kind of comical. There's enough for a turn-in here. Will they go for turn-in, or do they just go lethal? They're going to take keep for sure. Black Arrow's locking that down. Tournament life is here for the side of performance-enhancing Zugs. They lose their core here on Tomb of Spider Queen, and that's all she wrote for the team. 16 talents here, also right around the corner for performance or for Ammonite. And it can't. Oh, Porky steps in. There's an isolation onto somebody. I really can't read half the names. H82 and Porky are on the point. We have Maiev trying to pull people around. That will be a containment disc onto Haben on the left-hand side. Porky backing out of here. Camp does go over to the side of Ammonite as Porky or CPX does try and back away. Cleanse onto a few, but it won't be enough from the Malfurion. And Camp mid. Do they back off and turn in? Do they look for boss plus turn in? What's the play from Ammonite? You're already dead, Ammonite, probably. Genji jumping around. Brand with some shield glares here as well. The catapults and such will take down the keep. Have you ever seen a team on Tomb of the Spider Queen prioritize top lane so little and still win so heavily? Because I would really say this is the first time for me. Literally, the top lane fort is at like 50%, 75% HP. And, yeah. This is actually kind of funny. They took down all the other structures that you normally don't prioritize as much as top lane. And it looks like Ammonite will knock Performance Enhancing Zugs out of the tournament. NA is the first team to fall. GG, well played. Hey, we're number one in something! Number one at going to the airport first. Who wins Tomb?